Hi, and welcome back to our channel, Blue House Vintage. You can find us on Instagram at bluehousevintage.yyc. So today I'm going to take you thrifting in my hometown of Lethbridge, Alberta. I was there visiting family for the weekend and we did a little bit of thrifting, so I'll take you along. My battery unfortunately died, so you're not going to see some of the finds. I picked this vase up and put it in the cart for a while. I ended up putting it back. Just wasn't too keen on that one, but it did look like a mid-century style vase. I'm looking right now for linens for projects, particularly quilts or interesting blankets to turn into bags and jackets and different things. So that's kind of what I'm thrifting for today. I did see this carpet bag. I know carpet bags are really in right now. Tell me in the comments if you would have picked up this carpet bag. It actually came with a matching suitcase. Very grandma chic. But I didn't get it today. I just wasn't in love with the pattern and the design. Maybe if it had been something a little bit more colorful, a little bit less gray, I might have picked it up. But let me know if you would have. I'm also looking for frames because I have a few projects that I'm working on that hopefully I'll be able to show you on another video. And in today's video, I'm actually going to be doing at the end two home decor DIY thrift store clips. So stay tuned for that. We're going to do two projects at the end. And I'm just looking for cool tablecloths or linens right now. They didn't have the best selection. I ended up picking up one quilt. I put it in my cart and then I put it back because I was actually thrifting with my mom and she told me that it was poorly constructed with cheap material. So she forbid me to buy it, even though I was just going to cut it up and make something. But always look for the quality. This quilt was nice, but not for what I'm looking for because it's a kid's quilt, so kids patterns. And this blanket was so epic. I don't know whether it's ugly or amazing, but it was velvet. And yeah, it was quite something. And here's the quilt that I was mentioning that I found. So apparently that green fabric is just like low quality trash fabric, according to the quilting expert. So I ended up putting it in the cart for a while and then it was rejected at checkout. This was a nice one. I don't know why I didn't get that. Let me know if you would have picked that other one up, that neutral crocheted type blanket. This was actually a cool pillow cover as well. That cottage core is really in right now. I don't know if I'm 100% there, if that's my style, but to sell again, I suppose. And then basically just a more boring linen. So I wasted my battery life on filming this section, but hey, that's okay. So tip for you if you're going to film thrift store videos is always go with a fully charged phone. I did find, oh yeah, here it is. I need a draft stopper at my house, which is just a little strip of material that you put at the base of your door to stop cold air. And I found this really cute vintage fabric door stopper teddy bear pattern. And then I'm also looking for some vintage patterns for some sweaters and, shirts, coat patterns, because I'm going to be turning eventually a quilt that I find. Once I find a good quilt, I'm going to be turning it into a quilt coat. And that's going to be a huge sewing project for me because I am a beginner sewer and I don't even own a sewing machine, so I'll be doing it all at my parents' house with some help from dear old mom. But I found some really interesting patterns, really retro. So these are funny because this one is hilarious. But these are funny because these sell for like $15 to $20 on online on Etsy. So as long as they're, reasonably intact, I don't know how cut up, it would have to be worth anything. But here's the find of the day. This was my favorite pickup when I was down thrifting over the weekend. So this is a vintage card holder, a Christmas tree card holder. So when you get your holiday cards, you can pop them in those little things and display them. I might actually use it for photos. So really cool Christmas decor piece. And then obviously you have to look at the toys. So I did see the little legs of this cabbie and I got excited, but then I looked at her head and she is not authentic. So you always got to look at the back, look at the head, and it'll tell you whether or not it's a real cabbie or if it's just a made in China hunk of junk. I did take a little cruise through the books. At this thrift store, you can actually fill a bag of books for $5. So I wasn't really in the mood to look through all of the books, but kind of a great deal. Then I was looking at music. I realized I was looking at the clarinet section, which I do not play. And here's some old piano books, which I do play, but I wasn't able to find any. And here's what I got. So let's take a closer look at some of these items. Starting with the crowning glory of the thrift trip. I don't know why I love this so much, but I do. I probably will keep it, maybe for a season. Christmas is almost over now, so it'll almost be time to put away that decor, but I might use it for the Christmas cards that I do have and then keep it for next year or maybe sell it because they do go for about $40. And I'm just showing you here that this was actually made in Japan. I found that little marking. I didn't even see that when I got it. And best part about this tree is this was $2. So how could you not get it? So that's a really good pickup. Even if I sold it for, $30, I mean, that's huge. These candles, one of the thrift stores we went to was the Salvation Army, and they were doing 12 days of Thriftmas. So each day they were marking down a section in the store by 50%. So one of the sections that was marked down was housewares. So I got these candles for $1. So these are taper candles. They were made in Nova Scotia. Perfect for Christmas. So you'll see that when I style up some of the other finds at the end of the video. I use those taper candles. And as a candle maker, the taper candles are really hard to make. They're super finicky and they never end up turning out right for me anyway. So I buy them. I don't bother to make them. And when you can get 4 for $1, I mean, that's such a good deal. These roses, these are floating candles. I think I got those for $1 too. Yeah, those are 50% off. So I got those for $1. And I'm going to use that in one of the DIYs at the end of the video, so stay tuned for that. This little guy is a brass peacock. He's so cute. Look at him. He is really adorable. He's also like a little card holder of some kind. Not really meant for pictures. I tried to put a photo in him, and the opening is wide, so the photo didn't really stay. So better for like a thicker paper, like an art card or a holiday card. And this mug here, this was 50 cents, I believe. They had really good prices on their mugs. I got him at the MCC thrift store. And it's textured. I don't know if you can really tell, but it's a textured mug, and it just has a really cute winter scene with little kids making a snowman. So I thought it was really cute. I'll probably keep this as part of my winter decor. And here's one of the patterns that I got. I want to make I think it's C, B, I can't tell from here, but one of those sweaters I'm going to make, and then also the coat from the pattern A. That's what I'm going to use to make a quilt coat, just alter the collar a bit. And I got an embroidery kit. So this is from 1983, so very vintage. It's fully enclosed in its plastic, never been opened. Yeah, there you can see 1983. So these are really hot right now. You can get $30-$40 for a good embroidery kit on Etsy. So I will be selling this. I don't have the time to do an embroidery, although it's really beautiful. And I would love to be able to do it, but I'd also love to make $30. So I'll be selling it. This piece here, so I doubt it's vintage, but I couldn't help getting it. It looks brass. I don't know what kind of metal it is. It's got a nice velvet bottom. And this is another card holder or picture holder. And I thought it was just really sculptural and interesting. So I picked it up. And I'm going to probably use that in my house. So this was half off $3. So $1.50 I paid. And also just going back to the little peacock, the brass peacock, that was $4 tagged and 50% off. So that was $2 for that little brass guy. This brass bowl, this was $3. This store was not 50% off. So I paid $3 for this brass bowl. I thought it was a great deal. I haven't seen a big brass bowl like that, or that I've noticed anyway in the last little while. Brass has just been really hard to come by in Calgary where I live. And it has a tag on the bottom saying handmade in India. I don't know how old it is, but I'm assuming because of the patina on it and the condition that it is vintage of some era. So really cool find there. I'll probably style that up in another video in the future. And then these brass candlesticks I picked up. I love how one is shorter than the other. And they're really, really heavy quality brass candlesticks. And I'm going to style those up at the end of the video for you guys to see what I did with them. And I'll be selling these. And I think I paid They were really cheap. I think they were $2 each. So not 50% off, so $2 each, which is a great deal. The thrift stores in Lethbridge have way better prices than in Calgary because it's a smaller city. So it is worth it to go thrift there. I found these ones. These were 50% off. They were marked $2 each, so I got them for $1 each. They're a Pyrex burnt orange milk glass mug, and I got 3 of them. It's kind of awkward to have a set of 3 mugs, but you can't always get what you want when you're thrifting. You have to take what you can get. So I might even sell 2 of them as a set and then keep the 3rd one for me because I do like mismatched mugs. And then this little guy is just for me. He's really cute. I probably would have bought it with any pattern on it because I do need a door stopper. You can always recover them super easy. I'm going to pop that in the washing machine and get it cleaned up. And this, hopefully I'll be able to show you better this sweater in another video. Maybe I'll do a thrift fashion video, but this is a very special find. I don't know if you can see the tag, hand woven by Rose. So the reason this is special is because that weaver was actually a friend of my grandma's. So she hand wove that sweater, and she even made the buttons out of Fimo. And it's very special because when someone dies, obviously there's never going to be anything made by them ever again. So I had to absolutely pick that up, and it's so cool. The sleeves are amazing. So hopefully I'll be able to show that to you better in another video. And I think I paid $6 for it. So it was 50% off, so $12 marked, and I got it for $6. And then these mugs, so I'm trying to show you here the L for Libby. So these are Libby glass mugs. That marker, I looked up the different markers that Libby has over the years so I could see what era it was made in. And I believe that this is coming from 1955. Now, I cannot find the pattern anywhere. I've Google image searched, I've gone down the Google wormhole, and I cannot find it. So if any of you know what pattern that is, could you please let me know in the comments? And also, if there's any other comments that you guys have that you feel like might be helpful to me, please just drop them in the comment section. Because I am a new channel, so I would love to learn from all of you. I know that some people also thrift and know a lot about different items, so please let me know in the comments. Now these, I did not thrift these, so these were in my mom's basement. She was showing me her embroidery collection, and these were actually hand embroidered by my grandma. So these are super special. So she let me take them home. I'm going to find frames that fit them. They're kind of they're a very awkward size. So I don't know what the best way to go about trying to frame them would be. If anybody has any tips for me on that too. They're not 9x11. The other one's not a proper square. So it's going to be kind of a challenge to figure out how to get these up, but I am absolutely going to display them come hell or high water. I'm going to get them up on the wall. But super cute little mother swan and baby swan. Just a really cute picture, but obviously special to me because they're made by my grandma. So once again, when someone's gone, what they make is more valuable to you because you're never going to get another one. And then here's the candlesticks I got all styled up using the taper candles as well that I thrifted, and the little peacock card holder. The mirror behind that, I'll show that to you in another video, but that was a $5 purchase from Goodwill. And I have a matching pair to that mirror as well. But super happy with the way it turned out. And coming up here, I'm going to show you the DIY flips that I did. So stay tuned for that. There's 2 of them coming up. So here's number 1. So these candles are not candlesticks. They look like candlesticks. That's what I kind of thought they were when I first saw them. These lamps, so these are Gorali lamps. So they are made in Italy, or at least I suspect that they are. It says that they are, but then also on the bottom, it has Swedish writing. So I don't know. Are they from Sweden? Are they from Italy? If anybody knows anything about Gorali twisted wood lamps, please feel free to shed some light on these for me. I have been Googling these. They are quite valuable. They're probably one of the best thrift finds they're one of my favorite thrift finds that I've had in the past, I don't know how long, a very long time. They're just super cool and unique, and they both work, which is shocking. And so what we did, they didn't come with lampshades. So my mom actually thrifted these. So they're obviously as ugly as all hell. So we decided we were going to paint them. First, I wanted to paint them like neutral, like white or, something. But we ended up going with a dark blue to match the actual lamps themselves. So we did 2 coats of this dark blue, and this is how it turned out. You'll see when I turn the lamp on, not sure if it was 100% effective, but I would definitely do it again. It will definitely work for me in my house. I don't know if I would sell the lamps with these lampshades. I would probably sell them without and let someone, get their own lampshade that they're happy with. So we also thrifted these light bulbs. So they were $2 and 40 watt light bulbs. So we're going to screw those in, and then you'll see me put on the shades. And then I'm trying to show you a little bit closer up. It says here, made in Italy. So made in Italy, but with Swedish writing. That's a mystery. And then the color on these, I don't know if you can see very well. They look very dark. They're a dark blue. So this lampshade paint color that we chose, it does match really well. I'm going to go with the second light bulb. And then since we're kind of having a break here, if you guys like what you see so far, please hit the like button and subscribe. It helps me out a lot. I'm a new channel, and like I said, if you have any comments that you feel like would be helpful, please feel free to let me know. Let me know what was your favorite find from this video, what you would have picked up, what you would not have picked up, and why. Always want to hear your opinions. So these little lampshades, they just sit right on the bulb. So you just stick it on. I'm figuring out how to do it right now. I'm trying to balance it on, but instead I need to just push it down. So, there we go. I figured it out. And then same with this one. And now we're going to turn them on and actually see what they look like. So it's working. It's working. So these are great little accent lamps. They don't cast, a ton of light, obviously, but more just for, the mood in the room. But then you can see here the issue that I was kind of alluding to earlier is you can see the light shining through. So the material is just very thin in places. So because of that dark color that we chose, you can see that shining through. So that was the only disappointment. But honestly, when you'll see here in the next clip, when you actually have it styled and in your room, it really doesn't bother me. You can see there. So this is how I styled it up in my fireplace living room. And it looks great. I have a lot of blue accents throughout the house, but in that room I actually have a blue couch. So it looks really good there. So I'm super happy with the way it turned out, and I don't anticipate selling these they're just really special, and I need lamps. So I won't be selling these, or at least for a long time. And here's Decor DIY number 2. So I don't know if you remember the rose floating candles that I thrifted for $1. So we're going to do a Christmas style centerpiece using those floating candles. So all you need is a bowl of cranberries. Mine were frozen cranberries that I've had in the freezer for like a year. So it's great to use those up. And you need greenery. So I went and just found a field near my house and cut some greens off of a tree. So it's pretty easy to do. Don't do it in your neighbor's yard, but find a field and clip some greenery. And you need floating candles, obviously. You need water, and you need a vessel. So this vessel I thrifted for $10. It's absolutely, you can't really see how big this thing is, but this is a huge bowl, I guess you could call it. So $10 seemed like a lot, but that's, I feel like, the going rate for this type of bowl. And then now you'll just watch me putting it together. There it is, all finished up, and we're super happy with it. It's absolutely beautiful. Would be great for, dinner party around this time of year. You could still pull it off. There's, I think, 4 days left until Christmas. So if you're planning on having company come for Christmas Eve, or even in through to the new year, I feel like it's just really festive and beautiful and so easy to do. And the cost is extremely minimal. Just go and thrift the items. You don't need to have as big of a bowl as that. You could do this on a much smaller scale. You could do even a set of 3 glass jars that are smaller and just put less in each, and that would look amazing down the center of a table, just 1 candle in each. But thanks again for watching, you guys. Please subscribe and like our video, and we'll hopefully see you in the next one. And once again, you can find us on Instagram at bluehousevintage.yyc.